What's up, everyone? It's Katrina Sevilla, and you are watching and listening to High Achiever Motivation with Pinoy Real. Unleash your creativity and reach your true potential with a regular weekly motivation. So, today is the second episode of High Achiever Motivation with Pinoy Real. And with that, I would like to welcome all our viewers and listeners on Facebook and YouTube. So, if we have people watching from the Philippines, kamusta kayo dyan sa Pinas? Enjoy lang kayo dyan at sana meron kayong matututunan sa episode na ito. And of course, our friends here in Belgium and other parts of the globe who are maybe joining us today or later on replay. Um, Hello there, guys. Wishing you an awesome start of the weekend. So, in today's episode, I am going to talk about disruptive technology, how to embrace technology and future. So, stay tuned, guys. All right? And bago tayo mag-start, let's make this live talk engaging. So, why don't you, if you're actually watching right now, whether live or replay, why don't you say hi or hello in the comment box and let all the high achiever entrepreneurs and mompreneurs know where you are watching from. So, syempre, I would love to, check out kung saan kayo uh, nanonood. Oh, there. Hi there, Dara. Good afternoon in the Philippines. Yesterday, I had a great time talking with Dara, and we had a wonderful episode about timeless pieces that we should own. So go and check that out on YouTube, and it's also available on Pinoy Real page. So thank you, Dara, for watching. Okay, so last week, actually, for some reason, I didn't get to see your live comments, so my apology for that. But this time, I am 100% sure that they're actually going to show up. So, guys, what are you waiting for? Just sit back, relax, enjoy this live talk, and engage if you like by commenting down below. All right, so just want to also plug in this amazing group that I'm part of. Let me just show that up. There. So if you have not found a community where you can grow your skills and personal life, Pinoy Real has an exclusive Facebook group for both aspiring and accomplished entrepreneurs to gather, connect, and collaborate. Join the group and get featured as a high achiever entrepreneur hero by clicking the link below. So there, guys, just check out the link below. You can find out where to join in. All right. Okay, so now let's get started into today's episode entitled Disruptive Technology, How to Embrace Technology and the Future. All right. So we're actually living in a world right now where new technology is being invented and created on a daily basis. So we see them right in front of our eyes. And if we think that we know what we need and how we need it, we often get surprised and feel outdated. Tama? Like it's almost impossible to keep up with all the tech trends. And as we know, technology is an ever changing field, and we need to embrace it and learn to use it to our benefit. So, if you agree with me, guys, ladies and gentlemen, say yes in the comment box. All right, if you're watching and listening later on, yes, I would love to hear also your what you think about that statement. But if you don't agree to that statement, please feel free to say no and let me know why you don't believe why we need to embrace and learn these new technologies. Is that good? Okay, now, how do we embrace new technology? It's a really good question. How do we do that? How are we going to embrace these new technologies that are just nonstop improving? Like, for example, in blockchain alone. I'm just going to show you some photos here. All right. So, in blockchain alone, there are thousands of cryptos in that space. I mean, how do we know which ones are for this particular purpose? What are they actually for? Right? Which cryptos are going to make it in the end? So there's so much things happening in the world of technology that I feel the need to start talking about it on Pinoy Real. Because I want you guys to know that a lot of things are happening these days in the tech area or tech industry. Okay? So I agree that some of these technologies have the potential to improve our lives in so many ways. And here at Pinoy Wheel, we all ought to stay updated with technology and not being afraid of it. So that's why Pinoy Wheel, let me just do another segue, guys. Pinoy Wheel has a new program to interview and yes, to interview successful Filipino entrepreneurs. So if you know if you know a Filipino successful and inspiring entrepreneur in the field of technology or a blockchain or software, or if he's a software developer, share the link down below. I would love to have them on Pinoy Wheel, chat with them, talk with them about their projects and the latest in innovation and technology. Okay, so let's get straight to the topic. I believe first we have to check out what is disruptive technology. All right, let's go back here. What actually is disruptive technology? There. A disruptive technology is actually one technology that displaces an established technology and shakes up the industry, or a groundbreaking product that creates a completely new industry. So this person, Clayton M. Christensen, is a Harvard Business School professor. And he's the one who coined the term disruptive technology. In his 1997 best-selling book, The Innovator's Dilemma, Christensen separates new technology into new categories. All right, there are two categories that he laid out. The first one is sustaining and disruptive. Now, the sustaining technology, he says, relies on incremental improvements to an already established technology, whereas disruptive technology lacks refinement and often has performance problems. Because it is new, I mean, the disruptive technology, it appeals to a limited audience and may not yet have a proven practical application. So, let me dive into some of the examples of disruptive technology so we can, easily understand what it's about. All right? Because with all this jargon, for me sometimes it's like, what is this? What actually does it mean? So, let me give you some examples, guys. All right. Let's start with, guess what? Personal computer. There. Personal computer is actually one of the, most popular disruptive technology out there, and it actually displaced the typewriter and forever changed the way we work and communicate. Tama? It's totally a game changer. Okay, and so what else? We have Windows operating system. So the Windows operating system is also one of the great examples of disruptive technology. It's a combination of affordability and a user-friendly interface was instrumental in the rapid development of the personal computing industry in the 90s. And also, personal computing disrupted the television industry, as well as a great number of other activities. Definitely. Yes, because of Netflix, we can now watch films and TV programs on the computer, right? Without having the television. So other example of disruptive technology is email. There. Email transformed the way we communicate, largely displaced letter writing and disrupting the postal and greeting card industries. Wow. Well, thanks to Dr. Shiva Ayyadurai, who invented the email at 14 years old. There. And one of my other favorite disruptive technologies is this one. All right, cell phones, of course. Sinong ayaw sa cell phone during the early 2000, right? Cell phones made it possible for people to call us anywhere and disrupted the telecom industry. Wow, texting. And Philippines is actually one of the texting capital countries of the world, diba? What's next to cell phone? We've got smartphones also. Just gonna show that here. Smartphones largely replace cell phones and PDAs, and because of the available apps, also disrupted pocket cameras, MP3 players, calculators, and GPS devices, among many other possibilities. Tama nga naman. With smartphones, like we can almost do everything that we need to do every day. We can do emails, we can watch TV programs, we can watch our favorite movies on our smartphones, we can even capture high quality photos just using our smartphones, right? It's super amazing what it can do. And so, next one we've got here, social networking. Wow, it also disrupted how we communicate. Definitely. Social networking has had a major impact on the way we communicate, and especially for personal use. It has disrupted telephone, email, instant messaging, and event planning. Wow. It even disrupted the dating industry, I believe. Because Facebook and all these platforms, it just made it so easy to communicate with other person on the other side of the globe, right? So definitely telephone. We've got voice call now on these platforms like Facebook Messenger. There's also the event planning, for example, with what we're doing now. For example, the live talk. We're actually hosting an event right now. So if before you have to print out your programs and send it out, your invitation to your friends and your family, and nowadays we've got this platform. So wow, what an amazing uh, technology these are, diba? And so from all these examples, guys, that I just mentioned, which one is your favorite example of disruptive technology? So let me know down below. Drop your comments, guys. I would love to know your favorite disruptive technology that were mentioned. All right. And so here are my top 3 disruptive technologies. Here are my top 3 picks. Okay. Let me just show you here. First is oh, sorry about that. The first one, guess what it is? Oops. Artificial intelligence, actually. Oh, it doesn't show up here for some reason. All right, not this one. Anyway, I'll go back here. First pick is artificial intelligence. So that's my number one favorite. We've seen all the sci-fi movies about AI that threatens to overturn the human race and take over after developing a mind of its own, diba? We've seen all those kind of scenes in those movies, but that's not quite the reality of it. Actually, AI or artificial intelligence has been around for decades. And today, it's being used in applications such as video games, fraud protection, and spam detection in your emails. That's why there are so many emails going through your spam. Yeah, it's AI's job to actually filter those emails. And some of the examples of artificial intelligence are, from your virtual assistants like Apple Siri, right? You can ask any questions to Siri. That's AI working in that system. Of course, who doesn't know about Google Home Search, right? That's also artificial intelligence. The more you feed Google Home, the more it knows how you think and what you like. So we also have Netflix movie suggestions for you. Netflix knows what you like to watch. We've got web support chatbot, bots, or tracking the ETA of your Uber Eats. And these systems help to answer your questions, field your requests, and make your life easier. That's what it does. It's also designed to learn more about you, okay, in order to make better, more accurate suggestions for you. So these AI need to collect data from search histories, products purchased, or even overheard conversations to discover your preferences. So the more information you put in that system, in that program, the smarter the AI becomes. All right. And even right now, as we go live stream, you probably notice that there's a caption while I'm talking. It's actually transcribing automatically um, in real time what I am talking about. And that's also AI working, integrated to the system. So smart, right, guys? Thank you for the artificial intelligence technology. And what's next? Of course, we've got blockchain. So I'm just taking or looking for some here. I think I found now the photo. That's the AI there. All right. So yes, we've got AI already done. Next one is that's Hey Siri, Netflix, and we've got the blockchain. Of course, it's an application of distributed ledger technology that's taken the world by storm over the last few years. So it's set to disrupt most industries worldwide. Blockchain was developed through its first application, Bitcoin, as a way to disrupt the banking industry, in which ledgers are by definition highly centralized in a given bank or consortium of banks. So blockchain served the purpose of establishing a trustless economy through its cryptographic and decentralized components, rendering the need for third parties of traditional financial transactions useless. So to make it simple, okay, because it's a little bit jargon again, here are the three key features of blockchain. Number one, decentralization. Second, transparency. And the third one is security. So that's the three key features of blockchain. All right. And so, like in smart, how can we, let's give an example for you to better, clearly understand it. Like in smart contracts, okay, and it's an application of blockchain technology. They're able to self execute functions when certain conditions are met. So, this may remove the need for a lawyer or other intermediary who traditionally would facilitate trust between parties. So by eliminating the middleman, which in this case lawyer, smart contracts could drive down cost in transactions. Wow, amazing, right? And of course, there's a whole bunch of things going on in blockchain, and it can be very technical and overwhelming. That's why here's the next question for us. Here's what we need to know: how to positively embrace technology and the future to fuel our success, right? Um, Now that you have an idea, at least an idea, right, what disruptive technology is, the question is how to positively embrace technology and these things, right? So that's a really nice question. Actually, I was pondering on it and I said, as we know, technology is just constantly evolving, it will never stop, okay, as a means to increase our productivity. So that's the purpose of technology, you know, most of the time, to increase productivity, efficiency, to communicate better. So here are the three things, three simple things that I laid out. How do we embrace them without struggling on them? So number one, we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. So the number one thing that I see is just open it up, talk about it. That's why we have this platform, to encourage leaders, experts, professionals to share what they are doing to normal folks, to ordinary people like you and I, right? So let's talk about it, and fuel some questions. In this way, also, ordinary folks, like you and I and most of us, don't get afraid of these new things. Because what happens is most people tend to forsake or abandon ideas that sound jargon or foreign to them, right? So they tend to become afraid really quickly. So if that happens, they miss that opportunity to learn the things that can possibly transform and make their lives or situation so much better. So let's not avoid new technology, guys, but let's have that attitude of, being teachable. So number one, again, talk about it. Let's learn about it, be open to it. Number two, this is so simple. Research about it. It means study about the new technology. Once you have learned or heard about a technology that sparks your mind, try to research about it. Okay, of course, not just Google, all right? Googling, because it might as well just show up, the popular or paid news, which, might not be necessarily accurate. So be careful when you Google as well. But, find people to follow who are already doing it well. All right. So let me give you an example. Let's just say you wanted to, get involved in decentralized finance. Okay. So we know that the technology behind it is blockchain. So find a mentor who can help you understand what it is about. Same thing with, investing in cryptos. There are thousands of them out there. So go ahead, do your research, study. Yes, and you will be needing to put hours in studying. And the final one is the best way to embrace technology and future is by doing it. You know, how did we all learn actually Facebooking? How did you learn Facebooking? Normally what happened was, we just opened an account with our email and started posting our high school pictures, sharing, what we're doing, etc. So, what we all actually did was just, we started playing around the features until we got used to these features, and it becomes like, part of our life. It becomes normal. So when we're doing it, we're learning it and we get experience with it. All right. So there you go. That's my 3 simple ways on how to embrace technology and future to fuel our success or your success. Number 1, talk about it. Second, research about it. And the last one, do it. All right. So, guys, I hope you learned something new today. I just want to, also share with you. I'm so thrilled to announce that my ebook entitled "Build Your Home Business the Right Way" is actually out and about. All right, it's complete and ready for download. Get your copy on the link below. All right, guys, and yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening to our episode today. See you next week for a new episode of High Achiever Motivation with Pinoy Real. You are blessed, guys.
Freezing outside, a little bit high on the feeling. Can't seem to focus. In the corner of my best friend's sofa, you were getting buzzed on rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet just to talk to you. Not a smooth talker under pressure. Sweaty palms ain't making it much better. Something about you feels so special.